पहले तो let me congratulate the proud dad Tehseen and let me remind him that there is a long line for people waiting to join the BJP and he is behind Shashi Tharoor. तो please अपना समय से सब होगा, अपना इंतजार करिएगा, इतनी जल्दी नहीं है. But you know,
तुम समय की बात करोगे, then you'll go on my watch, then ED will come, then I'll have to go to BJP, and that will be breaking news. So we don't go there. I think no person who takes an oath on the Constitution of India will ever be disloyal to India. I'm very clear on that.
For example, he says that I can categorically say that whoever has taken an oath of allegiance to our constitution has never betrayed the country. I'll give him two examples. Is he aware that Mr. Morarji Desai, ex-congressman and then our prime minister, actually lost a suit where he sued the person who alleged he was a CIA agent? He lost it. Is he aware that in Mitrokin archive, it was not just alleged, it was proven that 40% of Indira Gandhi's cabinet was on the payroll of KGB. So please, I admire you, but let's not brush every traitor under the carpet. That's also wrong.
Dr. Ranganathan, how do you see this? This comparison, reference, context, everything that we've heard so far?
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Pehle to let me congratulate the proud dad Tehseen and let me remind him that there is a long line for people waiting to join the BJP and he is behind Shashi Tharoor. तो please अपना समय से सब होगा, अपना इंतजार करिएगा, इतनी जल्दी नहीं है. But you know,
तुम समय की बात करोगे, then you'll go on my watch, then ED will come, then I'll have to go to BJP, and that will be breaking news. So we don't go there.
No, but Pranesh, look, the fact of the matter is Congress is making it so obvious that the only entity more terrorized and frightened by Modi than Pakistan is actually Congress. But on a serious side, credence is given to any man's utterances only after knowing his antecedents. Is that not true? And over the last decade and a half, we have seen Jairam Ramesh for what he is. Industrial scale liar and a hypocrite. If you believe in Jairam Ramesh honestly, then you are one who rubs his nails every morning to cure baldness. Are you? Nahi na? Thank God. God knows. Every time he opens his mouth, a cop shoots up from the pyre somewhere to search for more wood to expedite the process. Utha le baba, utha le. His intellect shines like carbon paper in a coal mine. This guy is special. I mean, this is the same guy, Pranesh, I'm not joking, who once went to the most contaminated industrial site in the world, the Union Carbide plant in Bhopal, and picked up a fistful of soil and said, and I quote him now, I am holding the Bhopal Union Carbide waste in my hand and I am still alive. He's the same guy who thought if he could keep on repeating the lie that Ambani was given 30,000 crores and all the Rafale offsets, he would be able to hide the fact that Ambani was given only 850 crores and that the offsets were distributed among 72 companies, HAL included. And recently, there is no other phrase for it, this male au pair of Rahul Gandhi was denigrating Adani Enterprises and crying Adani was steeped in corruption without disclosing that erstwhile Congress-ruled states like Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan are still heavily invested in Adani to the tune of upwards of 85,000 crores. He is the guy who criticized Modi for constructing a new parliament building when he was the one who demanded that a new parliament building be constructed. He is the guy who said electoral bonds are the biggest scam in the world and then refused to answer why the Congress garnered 600 crores through them. He is the guy who criticized Modi for bringing in the 3 farm laws when he was the one who was in the committee for making the Congress 2019 manifesto that promised these very 3 farm laws verbatim. He is the guy who, along with Montek Singh Ahluwalia, backed Manmohan Singh and formulated the new pension scheme and junked the old pension scheme and was then promising to junk the new pension scheme and bring back the old pension scheme in Rajasthan after having done it in Himachal Pradesh, nearly bankrupting the state. This is the problem with him. He is, again, I haven't even come to the EVM. Every time Congress loses an election, he is the one who says EVMs are at fault. But every time Congress wins it, he says there is nothing wrong. Hypocrisy runs in his veins. Please understand. Thankfully, it is hypocrisy and not something worse. Considering his disheveled Botox gone wrong Manishankar Iyer look that gives the impression that he's returning from rehab. No, but the fact of the matter is, let us not concentrate on what these Congressies are saying. Let us concentrate on what the new BJP recruit Tehseen Poonawalla is saying.
क्या कर रहे हो?
वो border पे अभी
कोई border पे नहीं हो.
कपिल मदान उनको जाने नहीं देंगे।
एक महीना हो गया, 22 अप्रैल को पहलगाम की क्रूर घटना आतंकवाद हमला हुआ था। आज भी वो आतंकवादी यहाँ वहाँ घूम रहे हैं, हमारे सांसद भी यहाँ वहाँ घूम रहे हैं और आतंकवादी भी यहाँ वहाँ घूम रहे हैं। हमारे सांसद भी यहाँ वहाँ घूम रहे हैं और आतंकवादी भी यहाँ वहाँ घूम रहे हैं।
सुना दिस रेटोरिकल फ्लरिश, द चर्चिलियन फ्लरिश, आतंकवादी भी घूम रहे हैं और हमारे एमपीज भी घूम रहे हैं। इसका क्या मतलब होता है?
Now, इसका मतलब सिर्फ यही होता है, you just trying to give it a completely different context. What he is trying to say is that we are not able to catch hold of the terrorist, and our MPs are on a delegation outside the countries, and they are exposing Pakistan. So that's the only thing.
Okay, कपिल मदान, ठीक है, अगर मैं आपकी बात मान लूं, अभी आपने बोला MPs are exposing Pakistan, then why are you calling BJP super spokesperson? शशि थरूर तो क्यों बोल रहे हैं शशि थरूर इज अ सुपर स्पोक्सपर्सन ऑफ द बीजेपी? आप बताइए।
I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe to that. I am not, supporting that statement. And let's be very honest. When Mr. Tharoor
another entrant, Dr. Ranganathan, another entrant. ये अब एक और अब प्रदीप, अब क्या करें कंपटीशन?
It will not be on Pranesh. They will name your show as a conversion show.
नहीं, मेरे को दूर रखो इससे भैया, कन्वर्शन से दूर रखो।
Mr. Ranganathan and Pranesh are the culprit here.
मुझे मत लपेटिए, बट देखिए वो तहसीन कुछ बोल रहे हैं, वो कपिल मदान कुछ बोल रहे हैं।
I'll tell you why. Because all of them at heart are not able to justify and defend Jairam Ramesh. So they are trying to move here and there. I will believe Kapil Madan for an instance if I would not have seen this video of Hafiz Saeed who's saying that he has done guftagoo with the Congress.
बात करने वाले भी मौजूद। अभी देखिए कांग्रेस में जो गुफ्तगू हुई है।
So this is Hafiz Saeed saying कि कांग्रेस में गुफ्तगू हुई है। Had it not I seen this video, or if the Congress party's antecedents were not such anti-national, I would have given benefit of doubt to Jairam Ramesh. And in fact, my dear friend Anish, who's asking for a special session, he should recall and remember Sharad Pawarji's statement few days back. And he should also understand a certain amount of...
No, he is not asking for a special session.
There is his friend
Alliance,
from the Congress Party, Alliance, all of them are together. So I give Anish the benefit of doubt. But all of them are asking for a special session. Today the Prime Minister said the Operation Sindoor is ongoing. So we do not want Mr. Ramesh, what he did today, to do it in the Parliament. So till the time the Congress Party gets Mr. Ramesh in order, I think they should stop asking for a special session.
रवि श्रीवास्तव, देखिए तहसीन पूनावाला और कपिल मदान ने वो क्वालिफाई कर लिया है सर, प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई कर लिया इन्होंने। सुपर बीजेपी स्पोक्सपर्सन का फर्स्ट राउंड इन्होंने क्लियर कर लिया है।
आप दोनों जो हैं वो दोनों जजेस हैं और इंटरव्यूअर हैं यूपीएससी उसके मेंस के अंदर भी। आप लोग बैठेंगे यहाँ पर रंगनाथन जी और आप ही इंटरव्यू देके मार्क्स देंगे, ये कहना चाह रहे हैं आप?
ये प्रदीप को टेंशन हो रहा है कि बढ़ जाएंगे स्पोक्सपर्सन।
हर राष्ट्रवादी व्यक्ति कहीं से भी जो है, जो राष्ट्र की सेवा करना चाहता है वो भाजपा में आएगा, जो पाकिस्तान की सेवा करना चाहता है वो कांग्रेस में।
वो राष्ट्रवादी है तो अनीश गवांडे भी तो राष्ट्रवादी है, वो शरद फैक्शन है लेकिन राष्ट्रवादी वो भी है, उनको भी ले लीजिए। बट more seriously,
Supriya is representing India.
No, so by that logic, Congress is also insulting Supriya Sule because she said the same thing. Yeah, Dr. Ranganathan saying something. Yes.
देखिए, लेट्स गेट सीरियस आउट हियर। आई थिंक 10 साल से लोग कहते आ रहे हैं कि मोदी जी ने बहुत सारे मास्टर स्ट्रोक करे हैं, बट आज मैं पहली बार मान रहा हूं कि ये ऑपोजिशन पार्टी से लोगों को ले जाना और ऑल पार्टी बनाना ये एक्चुअली मास्टर स्ट्रोक है। ये बीजेपी पीछे खड़े होके ये पूरे उससे झरोके से झांक के देख रहे हैं आपस में जो लड़ रहे हैं। बट कैन आई गेट सीरियस? Let us imagine if Congress during the UPA had constituted an all-party meeting after 26/11 to go around the world, this delegation, and to say that this is Pakistan is doing, what would they have said? I'll tell you what they would have said. They would have said that our Air Force chief begged the then Prime Minister to strike the terror hubs in Pakistan, and I'm sorry. The Prime Minister said, no, we are not going to do it. I'll tell you what they would have said. They would have said that our Prime Minister went to Sharm el-Sheikh and Pakistan demanded that Balochistan be included in there, and India would say we are not going to foment any trouble in Balochistan, and our Prime Minister said all right, we'll insert this. ये बोलते हैं ऑल पार्टी डेलीगेशन वाले लोग. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. कांग्रेस में बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं, तहसीन है यहां पे, कपिल है, और भी बहुत सारे हैं. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम इज whenever they open their mouth, they are either relegated or they're never made spokespersons.
Okay, but Tehsin, you know, when the leader of opposition or the respected leader of opposition uses terms like Mukhbir or JJ is his coinage. Is that right?
I don't. I think no person who takes an oath on the Constitution of India will ever be disloyal to India. I'm very clear on that. And I think that applies for everybody from Nehruji till today. Nobody.
That's not my question.
Hindsight's
Why are you
always
shying away
2020.
from taking a position?
I'm very clear on it. No person who takes an oath on the Constitution of India does this service to our nation. Hindsight is always 2020. There can always be things you could have done differently or better, but nobody willfully will put India down. I'm very categorical on this. Not even the BJP, not even the Congress.
Don't question Rahul Gandhi, Pradeep. That
on
is
your
what Tehsin is
show,
saying.
I have categorically taken a stand, called a spade a state. Unfortunately, the Congress representatives cannot. I definitely will question the patriotism of Rahul Gandhi, a man who was seen partying after 26/11. The man under whose government after 26/11 they called Pakistani-backed terror as RSS ki sajish. I will definitely question the patriotism of Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, who gifted POK to Pakistan and Aksai Chin to China. I will definitely question the patriotism of Indira Gandhi, who after 2 months of smiling Buddha was agreeing to give nuclear technology to Pakistan. And I will definitely question the patriotism of Rajiv Gandhi, who was speaking about nuclear disarmament when China was already having nuclear weapons and Pakistan was...
Before we move on, Dr. Ranganathan, quick point.
No, very quickly, look, I have always admired Tehsin and I continue to do so, but he also indulges in time to time in virtue signaling. For example, he says, I can categorically say that whoever has taken an oath of allegiance to our constitution has never betrayed the country. I'll give him 2 examples. Is he aware that Mr. Morarji Desai, ex-congressman and then our prime minister, actually lost a suit where he sued the person who alleged he was a CIA agent? He lost it. Is he aware that in Mitrokin archive, it was not just alleged, it was proven that 40% of Indira Gandhi's cabinet was on the payroll of KGB. So please, I admire you, but let's not brush every traitor under the carpet. That's also wrong.